Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am so excited for this video because if you guys know, you guys already know that the Colourpop no filter concealer is my absolute ride or die. Like, there's no concealer out there that is better than that concealer for me. I like more of that like natural hydrated finish and the flawlessness, and every time I wear that concealer I get so many compliments on my skin. Like, they're like, oh my god, your skin looks so flawless. And I literally only use that and a little bit of powder on my face, and that's it. That's like my foundation routine. So I always said that if Colourpop came out with a BB cream or even like a foundation with the no filter formula, that would be like a dream come true. And guys, our wish and dream has finally come true. We have the no filter Colourpop foundation, and I am so excited beyond belief. The only thing that kind of has me a little worried is I feel like I might have gotten the wrong colors for everything, but I guess we will find out today. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna do my full face because we finally can, using Colourpop only products. So I've done this video before in the past, before they had the foundation powders and everything, and they also don't have mascara yet, but I know they probably will get some really soon. So anyways, and the last time also I didn't have any Colourpop brushes, and this time I have 5 Colourpop brushes, which I've already tried out 4 of them. These are the eye essential ones, and then this one came with the foundation as like you use the promo code and you get the free foundation brush. So I did pick it up and I am going to try to apply it on one side of my face. On the other side I'm going to use what I regularly use to apply liquid foundation. And then I'm also going to do this, I don't usually do this myself because I personally like primer because I have like a combination skin type. So here I get oily and here I get really dry. So I usually use primers. I actually use 2 different primers on my face, but I'm going to do one half with the primer that I usually would do, and the other half I'm going to do with no primer, just for those people who want to see how it wears and whatnot. So the foundation is $12. So I got the foundation and I got the shade medium dark 145. So I felt like this would be the best match for me. I'm still kind of skeptical on it. Maybe for summertime this is going to be good, but I feel like it might be a little bit too dark for me when the sun isn't as hot and strong. Then I also got the banana loose setting powder because I like setting my face with banana powder. That's what I've been doing recently and I really like the results of it. I feel like it just looks more natural and I don't look as ashy. And then I also got the no filter sheer pressed powder, which I'm not a big fan of pressed powders. So it looks like this. It has a mirror and then it has the powder here, and I feel like this powder might be a little too light for me, but it might work out because if this foundation is too dark and this powder is too light, then we might just get something to work out. So we will see. So anyways, those are the 3 things I got. They totaled up to $30, and then they also brought this brush for free, which is a $9 value. The foundation, like I said, it's $12. It's a no filter matte foundation. So this is that it was developed for the selfie age. Our full coverage natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin for day to night. The oil-free lightweight formula blends smoothly and is easily customizable to create the coverage you want. Build it up or sheer it out. It was developed with innovative soft blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. If you want fuller coverage, use the large foundation brush, medium foundation brush, or a flat kabuki brush. For medium coverage, you can use a dual fiber brush, small dual fiber brush, or a blending sponge. So you can build it up and apply as many layers as you want for the coverage. The no filter loose setting powder was $9. It comes in 3 different shades: translucent, banana, and translucent deep. And I felt like translucent deep was going to be too dark. The translucent looked too light, so I feel like this is a good shade for me. It is, like I said, $9. It's supposed to lock in makeup and it's weightless. It's supposed to give you an ultra smooth finish that provides a long wearing soft focused matte finish without feeling heavy or looking cakey. And it also says that it's not supposed to give flashbacks, so we are going to test that out, of course, giving you a selfie ready skin at any light. You can use it with a large powder brush or a full face fan brush and lightly apply the powder all over. You can also use it with a small fluff brush or a blending sponge to set your under eyes as well. So we're gonna do that too. And then we have the no filter sheer pressed powder, which is $9 as well. It comes in 6 different shades. We have fair, light, medium, medium dark, dark, and deep dark. So I was torn between medium dark and deep dark because medium dark looked a little too light, but then I felt like dark was way too dark for me and I didn't want to look like I put bronzer all over my face. So I'd rather go light than dark, to be really honest, because I feel like you can always make that work. This says that it is a weightless natural matte sheer press powder that reduces shine and it blurs imperfections and is convenient for on the go. It's ultra fine powder that blends seamlessly onto bare skin, over foundation, or as a touch up without creasing or caking. It's 100% cruelty free and also doesn't give any flashback while giving you a natural matte soft focused look anywhere you go. So I definitely am curious about this because if I end up liking it, it's gonna go in my purse and we're gonna use it for touch-ups. So I do like that it does have a mirror with it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to try out this foundation and I hope I love it because I have been seeing mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people don't really care too much for it. So I guess we will see. I have a freshly clean face. As you guys can see, I'm like super shiny looking because it's just squeaky clean. If you guys want to find out my thoughts on the foundation and see it live in action, then let's go ahead and jump right in. So like I said, we're gonna do one side without primer and the other side with the primer, and then I'm gonna do a wear test for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is right now it is 4 o'clock and I'm gonna go ahead and check back in with you guys. I'm gonna go do a few errands and then I'll check back in with you guys before I take the makeup off so that you guys can see how it wore in this Florida humidity. So I'm really curious because I usually always wear primer, and to not wear primer on one side of my face kind of freaking me out a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Colourpop Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray, which I use this in my full face of Colourpop makeup. So this one is the mattifying primer. So it had the ugly squirter sprayer. We're gonna hold it super far from my face. Try to only get it on this side. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to do my foundation first. I never do my foundation first, so I'm like kind of like iffy about it all. But I'm gonna do my foundation first just so that way we can see how it does. So I'm gonna use my color corrector from Hard Candy. This is not from Colourpop, but this is what I always use. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna use my Luxie brush just to blend it out. We're not gonna use all the Colourpop brushes that I have because I only have a few. And to be really honest with you guys, I did not like the Colourpop brushes. Alright, so my camera was overheating, so I decided to do my eyes and eyebrows off camera instead. But I did use the Colourpop Give It To Me Straight eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. It's not really one of my favorites ever, but I decided to give it a whirl anyways. And then I used the Colourpop Brow Pencil in Bang and Brunette, and I also used the also horrible gel liner in Swerve from Colourpop as well. And it's not the best eyeliner I've ever done in my life, but you know what, it works, it's good. So I already put on my corrector under my eyes as well as around my mouth as well, because this is where I get the ashiest, especially during summertime when I get tan. We're gonna go ahead and, as always, use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium Dark 32 because they changed it from Golden 40 to Medium Dark 32. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on both sides of my eyes as always. And I like to put my concealer on first. I know a lot of people do it after their foundation, but I'm just, I don't know, weird, I guess. I'm gonna put that around my nose and on my... I'm trying not to put as much as I usually put on because I really want to see how this foundation works. And you know, this does blend out very sheer. I'm gonna also use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade, this one is Deep 70. I don't know what the new one is because I don't have the new number for it. But I'm gonna use this to contour with. I did this before with the full face using Colourpop only. I don't have a bronzer from them, so this is what I'm gonna use instead. So I'm gonna use this crown brush to go ahead and blend out the contour first. See how like much this spreads out? It's so crazy. And then what I'm doing is taking the concealer from the nose and flicking it towards the center, and that helps to blend out that nose contour. And then I'm going to go back into my Luxie brush that I'm going to use to blend out the rest of my foundation, or my concealer I mean. And this is the Precision Foundation brush from Luxie Beauty, but I like it for concealer because it has a nice pointed taper. Use this brush to blend out that foundation or that concealer on my forehead because my forehead is looking a little crazy. So now the moment we've all been waiting for. So here is the Colourpop No Filter foundation. Like I said, I got the shade medium dark 145, and they do have a color chart on the website. So I just put a pump there, and it's really liquidy actually. So it doesn't have a cap. So this is the MAC foundation pump, and it has like a little cap, and it also has that lock, but this only has the lock pump, so that's how it came. So it's very liquidy. As you can see, it's like running down my hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the foundation brush on one side to apply it to see how this works. It's actually really nice. Wow, this is really nice. The color isn't bad either. And I'm gonna blend it down towards my neck, and I'm kind of like stippling it on so that it doesn't create like any streaks. Wow, this is really nice. And it is synthetic, so I like that it doesn't absorb product. That's why I use brushes to apply my foundation whenever I do use liquid foundation. I personally like the coverage it's giving me. I know some people were complaining about the coverage because it's supposed to be full coverage, but I feel like this gave me really good coverage. I feel like I might have used too much even for this side. I'm going to use another pump for the other side of my face, and I'm just using a half pump. And I'm using my Bare Minerals Precision Face Brush. So this is an angled flat top kabuki, and this is what I usually use to apply my foundation, and I like this a lot better. I feel like I have more control. I'm not using too much product like I did on this side. The color is really nice. And then on this side, I like how this side looks better. I'm gonna go ahead and take the sheer pressed powder in medium dark. I'm going to take that on a really large foundation or powder brush. Go ahead and apply this. It's not bad. You can't really tell that it looked a little light because it's so sheer. I can't even tell if I'm applying anything on my face, to be honest. So then I'm going to go ahead and bake my under eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the banana powder, the banana no filter powder. So I put some on the lid of the brush there. And I use this brush to bake with whenever I do bake. So this is the crown brush. I don't know exactly which one it is, but what I do is I just take it. It has a nice taper point. I squeeze it together, and then I line it up on the side of my nose like that. And then I really like this powder, guys. It's super smooth, and I just really build up that powder there. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And what this does is it helps to define your nose contour, especially since we use the concealer. And I am going to use the sponge, guys. I just do this part with this brush because I like it. I like how it looks. So then I'm going to grab a little bit more of that powder and grab my Real Techniques diamond sponge. I don't know what it's called. And I'm just taking some of that. Lid is really hard to grab product with, but it's all good. So I like using this to clean up my contour. I feel like my contour ever looks muddy or it's not defined. And then I'm going to use it on the middle of my nose as well as on the middle of my forehead because this is how I do it usually. So then I'm just going to let that sit there and bake for a little bit. Okay, this is the Luxie tapered highlighter brush, but I'm going to use it to clean up my bake because it's really small. So that's what that looks like. Then we're going to use the Colourpop Aquamarine Crystal Setting Spray, and this is the Luminous. It's a luminizing setting spray, and I'm going to go ahead and set my face, and maybe this will look normal because I went from having this perfect foundation shade to now looking super white. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I shake it, hold it super far away. Ooh, okay, there we go. Now that we've set our face, I feel like it melted the powder in, so now I don't look as ghostly as I was looking 5 seconds ago. It's looking pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's definitely a look. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. So there we go. We have our full face using Colourpop Cosmetics finally, and I don't have to use concealer all over my face. I did use the Colourpop Luxe Matte Lipstick in Little League, as well as the Brink Lippy Pencil, and then I used the Tarte Gifted Mascara, which you guys know is my favorite mascara. So far so good. I have noticed, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, we're gonna be up close and personal. So right here, my white balance is like going off, so that's why I look crazy. So this is what it looks like up close and personal. So you can see my pores obviously on this side. On this side, it's not as bad looking. But then like right around here in the mouth area, you can already see how it's starting to crease up right here where I didn't put any primer. And on this side, I don't have that line. As well as, I'm gonna show you guys my forehead really quick. So there we go, now we're back to normal. So right here, you guys can see this line on my forehead. So on this side, it's more prominent than it is on this side, and I have that line going straight across. So you can already see that. You can see how smooth my under eyes are. On both sides, they look really, really smooth and airbrushed. Our flash picture using my phone. Go ahead and turn the flash on. Okay, let's do this. So it doesn't look too bad. You can see what it looks like. I don't look like I have crazy flashback. I will insert the picture here for you guys so you guys can see it a lot better. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and go about my business, and then I will check back in with you guys at like around 7-8 o'clock. So here we go, here we have it. This is what my face looks like 6 hours later. So you can definitely tell the difference between the side that has the primer on versus the side that doesn't. Like I can already see how greasy and oily this side is compared to this side that doesn't look that bad. So let's go ahead and zoom on it and wide open. So we can see how my forehead looks. This is primed, unprimed. So you can see the wrinkle and how it's starting to break up. And then let's go ahead and look at this side right here. Just take a look right here. So look at my nose right here. Look at this. It's breaking apart. You can see in there my eyes how it's looking, and even around here around my mouth, it's just breaking apart and settling into lines, and it's just not looking that great 6 hours later. So this side is the side that's primed, so you can definitely, like I said, tell a difference. So let's zoom in here so you can see how my forehead looks. It looks a lot smoother. It's not as bad with the transfer. Let's look around my nose because this is always the area. So this is the area, like I said, that I always blot, and you can see that it's not quite as bad on this side. See if it'll focus. It's not as bad on this side as it is on this side. On this side, it literally just looks like I don't know, it's really bad. This side, it's starting to get shiny and break apart a little bit, but it's not too bad. So right here where my smile lines are, even where my dimple is, it's not as bad as this side over here that you just see like creasing. Over here, the creasing isn't as bad. Zoom in a little more. So like I said, the creasing isn't that bad, and I don't feel like it's breaking apart. And look, I'm doing this and my foundation isn't coming apart. On this side, I feel it coming off on my hands. Like, we're all up in my Kool-Aid right now, but you can see how even my skin just looks a lot better on this side. To really wear this foundation and see how it was going to perform, I drove around. I did this for the tube. I drove around without air conditioning in 90-degree weather, with the windows down, of course, because I was going to suffocate in that car if I didn't do that. But I did drive around without air conditioning in my car, so that way I could really feel the heat and the humidity. But anyways, I really like how this foundation wore after about 6.5, 7 hours is how long I've been wearing it for. I wish I could have worn it for longer to really let you guys know. Like, I wish I could have worn it from morning till now. So anyways, yeah, that is that. That is what my makeup looks like. I definitely don't agree with everything that all these beauty YouTubers were saying, because me personally, I like more of a natural looking foundation. I don't like it to feel cakey or look cakey. I don't mind touching it up throughout the day. I know most of these beauty YouTubers do that. I feel like for this being Colourpop's first foundation, definitely was a good one. I'm not gonna say it's my #1 favorite foundation ever, like it's the best foundation that's ever come out, because if I really had to choose, I personally really like the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Those two are probably my favorite foundations as of now. But this one definitely comes in 3rd place. I can definitely say that I like this one better than a lot of my other foundations. I just really like how it makes my skin look. Like, I feel like it looks like I have a filter on right now, especially on this side. This side don't look like I have a filter on, but on this side, it looks like I have a filter on. It looks like you can still see my blush, my contour, my highlight. Like, it's still intense after 6 hours. You know, a lot of foundations don't do that. A lot of foundations, after a few hours, it just breaks apart. I don't know. I really like the finish of this foundation. The finish is so good. The color, I don't really know. I feel like it's a pretty good match. I don't know if I look ashy down here because of the powder, or if it's because of something else. I don't really know. I'm definitely going to continue to try this foundation, especially without that pressed powder, and probably only use that pressed powder from like my T-zone area and stuff like that whenever I touch up. But I definitely recommend this foundation. It's $12. I think it is a little pricey. A lot of these beauty gurus are saying that's not pricey at all. I mean, when you're paying $5 for a foundation like Wet n Wild or Maybelline, and then you're having to pay $12 plus shipping, so that's like what, $18 almost. I think it definitely is not the cheapest, but it's not super expensive either, because it's not like a $40 foundation like the Marc Jacobs one. It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either. It's in a good price range, I would definitely say. I thought it was going to be like $10. I know $2 isn't that much more. It only brings 0.87 ounces, so it's not even a full ounce. So I think that was probably what set me off a little bit, was that it's like $12 and it's not even a full ounce. If it was a full ounce and it was $12, I probably would be okay with it. Yeah, so I definitely recommend this foundation. If you guys want to try it out, I definitely would recommend it. I am going to try out different things with it. So I'm going to try to make it into a BB cream. I'm going to try wear it for longer. I'm going to mess around with different primers and all that stuff. Really see what combination works best for this foundation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.